Welcome to Before the Green with your hosts Rory Picks and Highline Betting. Today they go over the action at Dover Motor Speedway for the All-Star Race.
What's up, everyone? Morning. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to try to go over this shit show of a race with the fucking shit-ass format and just roll some dice. Going to be honest, not really a great day for rankings because we're going to flip the field after the first segment. I don't have in my model, I'm just honest, I don't like to mislead people. I don't have in my model a fucking invert after 75 laps, and I'm not going to build it for one race. So if we had a straight race today, I'd be all about Denny Hamlin. But we got a million other different things to factor in, so we'll have to look at all that today. Thanks for everyone joining. I didn't make the slides today that we usually go over, where we go row by row, just because after 75 laps, it's not going to matter. So I didn't think that was great. Would be a great use of time. I got a couple slides to go over some things. There's no 36 for 36. There's no fantasy live matchups this week. So not a much. I actually said to Roars earlier, probably next year we'll probably do a Mother's Day show and then not have a show for the All-Star race, because this is just, the format's just a little too wonky to pick anything good. How you doing today, Roars?
I'm doing awesome. How about, all I can say is Corey Day.
Corey Day had a great day.
Corey Day is a driving fool. He's gonna be in the 48 car. I don't think it's gonna be the rumor mill Zillage stuff. I think it's gonna be, I don't know, that kid is learning quick, and he reminds me a lot of somebody else.
Yeah. So right before the race yesterday, he was on PRN, MRN, whoever had the race yesterday, and he said, and the reason I bet him to win right before the race is because he said, after practice, it feels like a dirt track out there. I think I'm gonna really get a good feel today. And I was like, I mean, if he says he's that good, I feel to back him up. And it was 13-1, so I like that yesterday. Something else I want to talk about from yesterday is, I don't know how the hell Hamlin didn't get a blend line violation in the qualifying. He spun up onto the track, the same thing Buescher did. But again, this weekend, the fucking rules don't matter. We're just going to make them up as we go along. Do not bet a lot of money. Please don't do that. Rory does. He doesn't care. He's got a big nutsack, so he don't give a fuck. If you guys have any questions, fire away in the comments today, because since I don't have to go through the slides, I'll be able to have the comments up. We can, go through all questions. So let's start with the shit show format. Let's go over that. Let me get our ugly mugs off there. All right. So we're going to go 75 laps. After 75 laps, I guess they're going to pit. Pit stop doesn't matter, because they're going to invert the top 26 from segment 1. So if you finish 26th and at the end of segment 1, you're starting on the pole for segment 2. Again, I don't know why the first 2 segments just aren't the All-Star Open. We take a winner from each segment, and then we have our final 200 laps. That just makes too much sense, I guess. So we're going to start stage 3. There are 19 drivers locked in, but if one of those 19 drivers has issues in segment 1 or 2 and cannot present the car for stage 3, is what I'm guessing, because they said they will replace them. That's what the Bagman said. And then Parker said they would replace them also. But he also said they could go to the DVP area to work on the car. So depending how bad they wreck, or depending how bad their mechanical issue, I mean, do you see what I'm saying today? It's just a fucking joke. Those 19 guys might not be in. The start of stage 3 will be determined by your average finishing position in stage 1 and stage 2 combined. Lowest score at the top, and then so all the way down through. And then six drivers not locked in will get in based on their average finish. And then one fan vote, and that fan vote person will start last. So they will start 26 in the final segment because they'll cut down to the top. It'll be those 19, 6 drivers with the highest average finish, not already locked in, and the fan vote. And then they may replace drivers that are locked in if they race out. Again, do we see how fucking stupid this shit is today? Do we remember, like, hey, if you can't explain it on an elevator, we probably shouldn't do it? Well, here we are. They have 8 sets of tires. There's a comp break at lap 25. 225s. I don't understand why we're running 25 laps and then have a comp break. Makes no fucking sense. They have 8 sets of tires, 4 sets in the final segment. Fuel windows 92 to 99. Other than that, that's the shitty segment. Is Blaney, I'm looking at the comments. Is Blaney any good today? He had a Rocco Bristol. I thought Blaney was great in practice. Third in my rankings in practice. I have him 3rd overall in my rankings. The biggest problem with Blaney today is he starts 28th. So maybe he gets the 26. They do the invert and he never looks back. How I'm approaching today is I don't think I'm going to bet anything till late stage 2, early stage 3 of the race. Stage 1 really doesn't matter. If you're fast in stage 1, your reward is you get to start 26th in stage 2. It's just not a good day until later. Just my opinion. Roars, you got anything? Or you still, I know you got some shit going on today?
Well, I suggest waiting too, unless you really like somebody that you think the number's not going to be there. I don't know. I just went ahead and took Larson because I like the number 850.
Yeah, I mean the numbers are out there. For Larson, I thought he was the best in practice. I have him 2nd overall. Same thing as Blaney though. Starts 29th. When you're back with the squirrels, your nuts get busted, man. It's going to be a tough day back there. It's going to be really hard to pass. Couldn't pass in the Riley race yesterday. It was hard.
Well, that's good, right? So we can just average finish right around 26 and then just take off.
Yeah, I mean, and if you're a big dork nerd like me, I will have, like, once race 1 stops, I will have that finishing order, and then I'll be running a thing like every lap that tells me who would advance and who is that, because I'm a big dork.
Hey, just let me know. I like big dork stuff. I just ain't smart enough to do the big dork stuff.
Gotcha. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just go over everyone that's locked in. I'll tell you where I had them in practice, where I have them ranked. And then questions if you guys have them, comments, fire away. More than glad to take those. Let me see. I never made sure if we were streaming today. Yeah, we're streaming. All right, cool. So let me bring up the slide that has all the locked in guys. And I just grouped them by Chevy, Ford, and Toyota, so it was easier to talk about them. We know Rory loves Larson today. I already told you where I had Larson. He up at the top. He was good in practice. Just had issues with the qualifying. I will say for the qualifying, it was entertaining. We couldn't bet on it. I had Hamlin number 1, so it would have been nice to bet on it. But I thought it was entertaining. I know you already like Larson, so I'll skip you on that. Let's talk about Byron. I had Byron 4th in practice. He starts 5th. I have Byron 4th overall. What do you think about Byron today, Rory?
My biggest issue with Byron is trust right now. He has been awful. It doesn't matter even if he shows some speed in practice, he's been awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just don't look good. Like, maybe this is a good sign that maybe they figured out something showing up with some speed off the truck, but I don't know. It's just one of those things. I don't think in a gimmick race like this, I don't think I want to take him.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a good crew chief. That's another thing. We don't know, like, could a crew chief pull off some kind of weird, crazy strategy in that last stage? I mean, if we're looking at that, then yeah, I like the 5, the 24. The Penske guys are usually good at that. Brad's usually good at picking the wrong strategy. So let's I'm gonna go with the RCR guys since they're next on the Chevy list. We have Austin Dillon. Let me find him. Yeah, he was ass in practice, 33rd. I have him ranked 29th. He starts.
They gave
17th.
KFB the goods this week.
Yeah. So KFB, I have him ranked 2nd in practice. I have him ranked 6th overall. So just outside that top 5. I thought he looked really good in practice. He had the longer practice. Maybe that helps him. That's what he needs. So I could see him having a good day today. Your top 10, back at almost top 5, possibly. You got thoughts on either of the RCR guys today?
I like KFB. I like the plus 500 top 5. I mean, he's 6th in the ranking, so
I have a plus 170 is fair for him. And again, my rankings are based on a regular race. I know that's not what we have today, but I always want to be honest and not mislead people. Austin Dillon, nothing. I'm not playing DFS today either. I don't give a fuck about DFS. I don't even look anything up. Chastain. I thought he was okay in practice.
I don't even see how you could play DFS today.
Yeah. Well,
it would be very luck crap. Like luck. I don't know. I feel like this is one of those weeks for the people that might luck into a win.
Yeah.
Because they're so bad. But I don't feel like anybody with a good thought process has any good thought process on this race.
I mean, I think if you had all week and you just thought about it and looked into it and that was your only thing, then maybe, it's just a lot. I don't have time for it today. It's too much.
I'm all about having fun. We're getting ready to go ride go-karts.
There you go.
Yeah, we ain't got time.
Myrtle Beach?
We're at Concord Mills Mall right now walking around. We stayed over last night, so we're going to go over here and ride the go-karts. Little man's got he loves go-karts.
Good. I hope he puts you in the wall today.
Yeah, well, they got some 16 and up ones over here. So
ooh, there we go.
I'm going to put the old lady in the wall.
There you go.
She was like, please don't wreck me.
Just tell her you got to check the inside before you go in the corner, man. If your nose is there, you're there.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up.
All right, Ross Chastain. He's 13th in practice, 10th overall. I can see him top 10. We'll do SVG also. He was 29th in practice. I have him in the 30s for rank. I like Ross way more than SVG. I did send a thing on Twitter. I just thought one of the groups on DK was interesting because SVG is the only one locked in the whole group. So I thought that was interesting. You got anything on the Trackhouse boys?
I think I don't know. Elliot's one here. Is that we're on Elliot?
We're doing Ross and SVG.
Ross and SVG. I see 9 and 77 up on the screen. Why is that?
Well, that's
okay.
That's the next ones.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So I don't have a whole lot of anything for the Trackhouse today.
All right. So we have Elliot. Thought he was ass in practice. 28th. I have Chase Elliott 19th in my rankings. That's tier 4, which goes through 14th to 19th. He had problems in qualifying. He's starting 31st. I don't know. Unless he comes out of the pits with the lead, I don't see Chase Elliott just coming up through the pack and, taking the lead. Hocevar, he's 6th in practice, 13th in rankings, starting towards the back. I think he had a pit issue also. A lot of these guys, I mean, that's another thing. The qualifying order is so inflated. So many guys had issues. So it's just, again, it's just not, not a good race for data. All right. You like anything on those two?
I think Hocevar is going to be good today. I haven't really looked to see how I'm going to play him, but I do kind of want to play him somehow. I honestly don't know. I don't, I don't know. I think he's gonna come through the field, and I think he's gotten better at like not tearing shit up. So I think he's somebody you can trust and taking something else and not having to just wait live on outright on him. I would wait
Yeah.
live on outright on him at the moment, but I I'm definitely gonna be looking for a matchup or something on him eventually.
Yeah. Or I can see a top 10. I have his fair at 168 plus 168. So I'm not really sure what's out there, but I could see that. All right, let's move to the Fords. We got Cindric. I thought he looked pretty solid. 8th in practice. I have him 11th overall. Blaney, I thought, was 3rd in practice. I have him 3rd overall. His biggest problem is starting in the back with everyone else. But we'll just do all 4 Penske's. Barry, I mean, he's just having not a great season. 26th in practice, 23rd in the ranks, starts 19th. He's a little higher just because everyone else sucked. Joey Logano, 14th in practice. I have him 16th. He starts 8th. You got anything on the Penske boys? I do not. Maybe if you want to try to get Cindric top Ford, I could see that. Maybe you think Blaney doesn't make it up through the pack. But what's your thoughts on the 4 Penske guys?
I like Cindric better than Logano. That's for sure. Barry, I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole. I think he just as a one season, one hit wonder. I guess he's getting on. I mean, I don't know. They're not running all that great.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be in the car next year.
I really honestly see either a Toyota or a Chevrolet winning tonight, and I see it on a short run. It's probably gonna be a shit show at the end. I mean, we gotta throw a caution for something to bunch them all back up, and then once we bunch them all back up, then it's gonna be a wreck show shit show. So
cautions breed cautions.
I would not have as much as I have on this race today if I hadn't won a lot of money yesterday.
Yeah, you and Mark are a little crazy for me. All right. We're going to go with, we got Brad as the 5th Ford in the race right now. I thought he was okay in practice, 12th. I have him 8th. He's in that 3rd tier, which again goes from 8th to 13th. It's like Keselowski, Gibbs, Chastain, Cindric, Bowman, Hocevar. It's just, I mean, he could maybe top Ford if you like that, his number. Again, I don't have many bets today. I'm kind of just going to wait and maybe try to snag something. All right, let's move to the Toyotas. We'll go with Joe Gibbs Racing to start. We got Hamlin. I have him ranked number 1. I have him 9th in practice. He waited. I mean, practice is practice. You don't really use, I'm not really using as much here. But I thought he was the best car. I think Denny will be the best today. Truex, or not Truex, Briscoe. Holy shit. If it was Truex, I'd probably bet him to win today. Briscoe, 23rd in practice, 15th overall. I mean, kind of in the middle of the pack. Bell is, why can't I find Bell on my list? He is 7th overall, 11th in practice, tier 2. It's Byron, Reddick, Busch, and Bell in that tier. There's that. And then finally, Ty Gibbs. He's in that tier 3 I mentioned earlier. 17th in practice, 9th overall. You got anything on the Gibbs boys today?
Yeah, I mean, none of them drive a HendrickCars.com sponsored car. It's a
we got it for the sweep. Sweep it up. All right.
It's a sweep. None of them drive that car. So I mean, I feel like all of them are going to be good. I think Bell's going to be the best one out of them because, I mean, if you paid attention to the race yesterday, the line moved up. I think it was my buddy Mark and Callie. I said, just wait for this final stage. I was like, they're working that top lane in. I said, once it comes in, I was like, Day's going to be the best car. And there it was. I mean, I don't know. I just got this feeling that's what's going to happen the course of today. And you get that 5 out front with a top line that's working. I just said he needs to get. They'll do all right. Daniels will get him up front. I ain't worried about that. I'm not worried about that.
All right. So then we got the 23 and the 45. Part of Joe Gibbs Racing's 7-car super team, aka 2311. I thought Reddick was okay. He was 10th in practice. I have him in that tier 2, 5th overall.
For some reason, Reddick on concrete, he does not like later on in runs, is how I feel with him.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me watching him over the years, even at Bristol, Dover, like both places. He always has this fast rocket, on a short run, and then the car just fades away, just goes to complete ass, and then you never see him again because it's so hard to pass, and then they never get track position back, and then it's just a wasted day.
Yeah. And then Bubba, he's 21st in practice. He's in tier 4. It's just
Bubba will wreck today.
Yeah, he's been in a groove of wrecking, man. Remember, he was 2nd in points, and now he's down to 9th or 10th. I mean, he's just free falling. If you guys I'm open. I'll answer any questions you guys have.
I will say one thing. Today really does have the opportunity for absolute. You hit it on the spot earlier on text earlier about enough good cars might get wrecked out that it's just some absolute just rando ass that wins this. Do not be surprised when you see the big one, because this place has the capability of wiping out 10 of them at one time. Like
the 1995 spring race, I believe it's the Miller
I was at that
draft. I was at that race. Little Zach was in the stands, and we used to always sit where they come off before, because that's where you get the biggest speed sensation, and usually you get a shit box in the pits in front of you. Well, 20 some cars wrecked on lap 2. So fucking Kyle Petty wins the race, and he was pitted right in front of us in the last pit box. So, and there's been numerous times with big wrecks here. What if 8 of these locked in guys get knocked out? Come see the All-Stars under the lights. Oh, they're not in the race, and we're not under the lights. Great. This is just so stupid.
This really is the most cracked out thing I've ever seen in my life. I was anticipating a night race, like you said, and now we got 1 o'clock. We didn't even get to see, we got to see a late evening finish of Xfinity later on, and I like that because you really got to see, this place changes crazy. You know how it is, like from sunlight, and then you get the shade starting to change in. This is an awesome race. The later on, the more transitions you can have of temperatures, and I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I think it plays more into the guys' hands that are going to be able to run up top. I think that's going whose hands it's going to play in. So that's who I would be paying attention to live, is who's actually decent up top and just stays up there and just keeps up there until it starts working. That's who I would be looking for.
Yeah. You guys got any other comments? Like I said, it was a quick one today. I got one more thing, but I'm going to wait until we're done with the comments.
Hey, I'm going to jump off here.
Yeah, you have a good day, man. Thanks for joining. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, I have fun today, and tell Uncle Luce that I don't know about that one, dude, in the comments. I mean, Jinx, he's got one of those micros, so it might not be much there to play.
All right. Gotcha.
All right. Yeah.
All right, man. Enjoy the carts.
All right.
All right. Thanks.
Later.
All right. So we got any guys not locked in that I like. So let me see. So if I go down my rankings, the first guy not locked in would be Bowman. Busher is 2 after him. McDowell is 3 after him. Zilich is 4 after him, and then Jones. If it was a real race, Jacob, I would be all over Denny. It's not a real race, though. So, I don't know. You know, it's basically the last pit stop. If you're not one of the top 4, you have no fucking chance, probably, unless they wreck. That race yesterday, I mean, remember the leaders took each other out twice. You're going to need something like that if you're not up in the top 2 or 4. It's just not the best track for this, not the best format, not the best anything. So I want to thank everyone for joining. I am going to do a quick little giveaway as a thank you to everyone that put a comment in. So I have these hats back here I'm going to get rid of. They're like throwback hats from older drivers. They're not real. They're from that throwback brand. So I'll send you a list if you win. Let me share the wheel here. Share screen. Wheel of names. Thank you again for everyone commenting. Those are the only people that commented, so that's the only people that get to win. We're going to shuffle. We're going to give it a spin. First one that gets it, send me a Twitter DM or an email. If you don't have Twitter, highlinebetting@gmail.com. I'll send you which hats you can pick from. And we will get that done. Shuffle, spin. And Jacob, go ahead and send me a Twitter DM. There's a couple different ones up there. If you don't want one, you don't have to. I've never worn them. They've just always been up on the wall. Might be a little dusty, but other than that, they're good. All right, guys. Thanks everyone for joining. Sorry I wasn't more helpful today. It's just not the best race. Be back next week for the Coca-Cola 600. We have Prime back next week. We're done with Fox. For the people that still watch on TV, I don't. The best thing I like that Prime does is before the race, like 30 minutes before they even come on air, they just start showing stuff at the track and music. I think it's a really cool thing. Gives you a feel for the race. We'll see everyone next week. Jacob, like I said, give me a Twitter message. I'll send you what I have. And thanks again for everyone joining.